Well, what a surprise. No, I am absolutely shocked. Deluge of hate crime complaints overwhelming Scottish police. Who would have thought it? I'm Graniopteryx. Yeah, you see, what I don't understand is how anyone can be so stupid. They leave a gate open and then get a surprise when the bull wanders out of it and starts wreaking havoc everywhere. The legal authorities, any sociological people, just ordinary commentators said that this law could be used by people wishing to settle scores or maliciously to give people trouble. And that's the way it's framed. And anyone with any sense could have seen that. But no, Hamza Yusuf, he pushed ahead with it. It was going to work because he said so. And it's working, but not quite the way he reckoned it should, by the looks of things, or at least not quite. I mean, why didn't the police tell him, no, don't push this law ahead, it's not going to work? But you see, they were the ones who pursued what's his name, Count Dankula, for a joke, training his dog to do a Hitler salute. It was very funny. And by the way, it was a little video which he circulated to about 10 people in his family. And then for some reason it went viral. Yeah, and he did use the expression, gas the Jews. What he said was, and this is the point, that's a cut version. He looked at the dog and he said, do you want to gas the Jews? And then the dog did this Hitler salute. And that was a joke. And he explained this in the video because his girlfriend, then girlfriend, was so enamored of this dog. And she thought this dog was the most sweet and amazing thing in the whole world. He wanted to make the dog do something irredeemably horrible. That is, he couldn't think of anything worse than that combination of the Hitler salute and the question about gassing Jews. It was so obvious. And yet the Scottish police decided they were going to go for him with teeth, and they had to scour the Jewish community to find somebody who would stand up in court and say that this was reprehensible. The whole thing was nonsense, but they set in train an idea that obviously must have inspired Hamza Yusuf, maybe Nicola Sturgeon, who knows? The idea that the police could get into people's minds and stop them from saying hurty things. Because if they can stop them from doing that, they can stop them from saying other things as well, which is probably more the goal. But I'm sure that the Count Dankula affair was the beginning of it, and the police started that. And now they're finding themselves snowed under, if you will forgive such a white expression, by people maliciously or impishly putting in hate crime complaints. Oh, so it says here, Federation chairman says officers are not prepared for the unsustainable task of dealing with thousands of reports. And they're getting thousands because, well, people are having a joke at their expense. Some people are genuinely reporting hate crimes, and some people are just reporting hate crimes because they want to get at somebody. And the police have made it easy. They've made it easier to report a hate crime than an actual crime because they've set up little areas in different facilities all over the place that you can go in to make this report. So I believe a mushroom farm is one of them. And another one is a sex shop, which is rather amusing and can lead to all sorts of, well, lovely situations where the wife, the aggrieved wife of a philandering husband, greets him at the door saying, Mrs. McGregor tells me she saw you at that sex shop the other day. And then the philandering husband says, well, no, I wasn't there to buy sex toys or dirty magazines. I was there to report a hate crime. That's what's going to happen. Police Scotland can't cope with a deluge of hate crime reports made under the SNP's new law, frontline officers have claimed. Of course they can't. And this should have been perfectly obvious to anyone with a brain. Around 8,000 hate crime reports were made in the first week, with Mr. Threadgold warning that the law was being exploited to fuel personal and political vendettas. What a surprise. Police Scotland have gone public and said that on every occasion reports of hate crime will be investigated, Mr. Threadgold told the BBC. That creates a situation where we simply cannot cope. At the moment, officers have been brought back to do overtime shifts, and the management of that is simply unsustainable. Look, there may be some police for whom I really should be feeling sorry, but in general, you are getting payback for the Count Dankula thing now. This is payback time, Police Scotland, and you can thank Humza Yousaf for facilitating that. Well, enjoy your paperwork. And to everyone else, we can all have a good laugh. Till next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Graniopteryx design or Grambo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.graniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.